Up to Rainer.
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, we can, just for the melee real quick. And I guess the range can get an idea of where they need to be.
Let's move back to Saf's room.
So the diagram and the Halo signs, but the diagram for group placement is in Sunday Raid. Please go look if you haven't seen it yet. Take a look at the group you're in Raid. And we're going to be putting it so that we have melee closest to the boss, and they're in their own groups. Brainer will hit that. Then shamans next out, so they're the first yellow dots. Then healers, if there's not already filled up like melee groups by that time, you're almost out to the edge anyway. Healers in the next set of dots, and then ranged at the very outside edge. So if you are in a group, for instance, like mine, group 8, Siltorian, we don't have any melee. So Siltorian will be closest to the center, then Alistar, then Cold Soul, then Serenius, Trolldom.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
Look at the chart in Sunday Raid, and we are going to be spreading such that the priority from center to outside edge is melee, then shamans, then healers, then ranged. Shaman includes Ellie Shaman because they want to try and be close enough that they can use their shocks, which have 20-yard range.
So the way this room works is let's make this entrance over here, KT's room, the throne. The off tanks are going to be around this area, spread out /10. They don't need to be. Somebody killed the cat. They don't need to be. They don't need to be DPSing because it's a threat wipe when the mind control happens. So just make sure you got a full rage bar. Run up and smack the boss whenever the mind control happens. Melee is going to be, the diamond pattern around the boss. I want group 3 to be A in that picture, and group 4 will be B, and group 5 will be C, and I want Durndog to be with the group C. Basically, I want the rogues to take the first kick, so that's Valeria, Kia, and Let Me Get. Y'all will be the first interrupt. Second interrupt will be. I had this all figured out. Let me pull up my picture. Second interrupts will be Rogash, Butcher, and Phage. Third interrupts will be Trothex, Snore, Browntown, and Durndo. And go. Somebody can share the weak aura that Folly gave us. If you don't already have it. Yes, everybody should slash range 10. During phase 2, everybody except the melee should be at least 10 yards apart from each other.
I don't mean to interrupt either, but this room is much larger than KT's room, just so everybody realizes that.
Will Tremor Totem be needed during this fight?
I don't believe so.
Is it possible someone can get MC'd and use a fear ability?
Possible.
Yeah, but overall, no, it's not really needed.
So yeah, when somebody gets mind controlled, we're gonna. I've spread CCs out throughout the room. Priests can fear, warriors can fear, shaman, warlocks can fear, mages can sheep, rogues can blind, hunters can frost trap. Anything to keep them from killing people and killing the boss.
Yeah, it's not just mages. Should be everyone that has CC.
Yeah.
For For the healers there, you'll see that I've assigned folks to melee group A, B, and C. Those roughly coincide with groups 3, 4, and 5, which means Siltorian, you will be healing the group 4 because Browntown is enhance. So you'll be healing Kia, Snore, the Butcher, that group. So if you chain off one of those guys, you should be hitting them properly. Crushing you and Vujek, you've got it pretty easy because you're in the group that is roughly going to be A, B, and C. So Vujek group 5 is roughly melee group C. Group 3 is melee group A. Keep an eye on Bray as well, although those of us who are outside doing ranged and heals can hit them also. Frost Tomb targets, when somebody gets tombed, they take over 100% of their health, so you have to get something on them quickly. Hots are good, hot and low rank flash heal if necessary, and lesser healing wave, whatever. That should take care of that, and then we'll also assist with ranged and healers. When the Guardians come out, which we haven't seen yet, Frost Tomb healers, please then also assist on the tanks who are tanking those.
All right, let's finish up buffing everybody so we can go in and kill this guy.
How do we make sure that Mikoro shows up? I'm struggling here. I clicked the button to load it, and I'm not seeing it on my list of Mikoros.
Is where I'm standing approximately location?
Let's see, Vujek, you're in group 5, so you should be on the left side in basically the second set of groups.
Like, look where I'm standing.
Where
I think you may have confused. You're standing on the throne right now, kind of. So no, that's not right.
Where group 1 should be, so you should be somewhere around in here.
Like, I'm interpreting the map as I'm in the 8 o'clock position.
Yes. And I think maybe you just didn't have the orientation correct in Saf's room. When we go inside, you will hang a left and go in just a little bit. Now, of course, initially we're all going to be in the center, and everybody just sort of spread out roughly in the same group pie slices. But you'll just be a little to the left, and you'll be toward the center, a little to the left of the door.
We can actually group up like halfway to that circle so that everybody's actually in the room and in one big mass. Instead of running from the corridor.
I just accidentally took a nature pot instead of a shadow pot or a frost pot. I meant.
Why would you need a nature pot for this?
I accidentally clicked it instead of the frost.
I was just
Okay, well, we have 5 minutes of time when we're killing ads to use a frost, so it's whatever.
Hey, so I have a phase 2 question. So is there a time during phase 2 when the melee is running out a bit so as to not get frost tombed?
That's Rainer's call.
I don't want to, because I would rather the melee get frost tombed than a healer get frost tombed.
You have them in 3 groups that are 10 yards from each other, right? So only one group would get tombed at a time.
Yes, they need to make sure. They need to make sure that they're 10 yards apart.
Healers, I would just try and say healers trying to stay so close to the green circle, because if Durando or Browntown get detonate mana, they're shaman. They're enhanced shaman, so they have to run out of the melee group, and they have to have somewhere to run to. So just try not to.
Yeah, healers are in general
you
going to
know.
be as far out to the edge as they can, depending on their group. Groups that have a lot of ranged in it, we won't be quite as far out.
And melee, please, in your 4 groups, please keep a tight stack and try and keep it even. Please. This fight depends on us staying alive.
Okay, I'm going to post the heals one last time.
And also, once you see the mind controls go out, everybody stop DPSing until a tank picks it up. It's a threat wipe. So just as soon as you see MCs go out, stop DPSing and just wait for a tank.
Yeah.
And when they go out off tanks, like go balls out to try and grab threat, right?
Yeah, I want to emphasize that part too. Like everybody just needs to literally stop all DPS, and if you have any kind of CC stunning ability, use it on the CC mobs or CC.
And this is our best shot because this is our most world buffed. I'm wondering if the locks can put soul stones on the druids because they have a res.
They may have gone out already. I got one.
All right, everybody move up into the room, please. Sad, you here yet? What's up?
She just moved.
The first interrupt group is the rogue, so Kia, Valeria, let me hit. Second interrupt group is Rogash, Butcher, Phage. Third interrupt group is Trothax, Snore, Durnbo, and Browntown.
That was third.
Yeah, I put an extra one in with the third group because Trothax might have to off tank, possibly.
Oh, actually, group-wise, you've got all my tomb targets all in even groups. Tomb healers. Yeah, I don't see any easy swap. Fuck. Alright, I'll try and hit over on the left side, guys.
Alright, one last ready check.
And I'm going to be calling out the ice tomes with 10 seconds to spare, so that's going to be my primary focus. So make sure you're 10 yards away from everyone when that's coming out.
So, I'm gonna be helping the hunters kill the skellies. All other ranged DPS should be on the banshees. Alright, everybody's ready, so let's move up to the center.
Oh boy.
Come on, everybody move.
Move those totems.
East. West. South.
Did we use soul stones?
I have one.
Northeast.
Mages are mighty far up there.
West. Northeast. South.
Don't take it easy, not worth to die.
Northeast. Northwest. West.
One minute left.
South.
Alright, after that one, go get ready to pick up KT.
Okay. Count.
We got extra.
No, we got time. Just
We got a problem.
Somebody pulled the whole room. Somebody hit something too far in.
I have to go to boss, so shield me.
Use some cooldowns.
Yeah. Small cooldowns, guys.
Spread into your positions as soon as you can.
Right.
Crossball, guys. Interrupt.
Regular healers should be as close to the back as they can.
detonate mana coming in soon.
Easy, Rainer. Oh.
Oh my god.
I'm mind control.
Why did you guys move?
Sheeps.
Cash, can you move him back to middle?
Dispel, please.
Oh, really?
Can somebody hit Kapachi? Ah.
Oh, wow.
Okay, I'm gonna move over to Kapachi's position so I can hit Frost Tomb people over here.
Frost Blast in 10.
Sheeps, it's on Rogue. Fears, whatever we got.
Should be way more careful over it.
No, don't waste your arms.
I can interrupt the next one, Val. Okay, I interrupted, so you next. I'm mind control.
If you still have world buffs and you're in Lights Hope Chapel, Heart, please, Hearth.
If your cooldown's not down.
Go good. Did you manage to kill anybody while you were in my control?
No.
Oh, that's a
I
shame.
barely
I
scratched
feared
them.
him.
If you're actually mind controlled at the end of the fight, he'll reset and you'll be able to run away.
Yep.
Does everyone understand that somebody pulled aggro? That's why the boss was reset. People keep mentioning that, like not
Well,
understanding what happened.
the first thing that happened was somebody attacked one of the mobs who had not
Right,
started
yeah.
moving out, and we got a whole room full of them. We managed that, but we need to not do that.
Yeah, you're right. That was the first fuck up.
Yeah, we had an Ignite pull aggro, and then I don't know what happened with the second aggro pull.
Oh, but the first one is really what threw it off because then everyone clumped, and basically there's no timer for the Blast Nova until he uses it the first time, so it's impossible to know when he's going to use it.
Yeah, if that happens again, Melee, just stay exactly where you were. Don't follow the boss. Let it get back in position, or that's going to happen again.
Shannon, is it safe to go out that far? How long?
Yeah, I actually went up onto his throne and that did aggro him, but anything up to that is good.
The circle or go too far past it, pretty much.
Yeah, he's back now, so be careful.
Lesson learned there was don't get too close to the cubbies and pull the whole thing on us.
And careful what you potentially could tap target.
Good old fire mages with their ignites.
What was the percent on boss?
It was like 50.
How much?
We had 54. We did a better pull yesterday with no world buffs. We got to 52 yesterday with no world buffs.
Now, I found a lot of the non-chamois healers were like standing on the edge of the circle. Where should people be standing?
Okay, so in the group that you're in, it depends which classes you have, but the priority is melee most inner if you have melee, shamans next so that they're within 20-yard range for interrupts, healers next, and then any other range DPS farthest out. It totally varies depending on your group. I mean, group 4, for instance, you're going to have Kia. I'm not sure what you're doing with a group that has 3 melee stream, how they should position, but they're going to be in their little melee group, and then Browntown will be next out, and then Zodex as far out as possible. In group 6, which is all casters, Siltorian will be the closest in, and then Cold Soul / Alistar, then Trolldom and Serenius on the far outside edges.
Could you click on the map what you consider closest in? Because we have to be 10 yards from the melee.
Yeah, so if you have melee in your group, they're right in there. If you don't have melee in your group, so say group 6, Siltorian will need to be 10 yards out from the melee. So as close to the boss as he can get without being within 10 yards of a melee group. And then everybody else spreads out from there. Rainer, I am feeling the lack of Frost Tomb healers on the left side.
Well, that happened because he was pulled out of position, and so many people got ice tombed that it was a disaster.
Yeah.
Yeah, when the boss spawns, everybody just needs to lay off for a few seconds, let the tanks get it into position, and make sure threats handled.
I mean, that was just a huge ignite tick, and it kind of effed us.
We had better luck with some frost resist too, like between 100 and 150. Instead of just like your normal healing or fighting gear.
The problem with frost resist gear on this fight is it's not partially resistible. Either you resist it or you don't. So unless you have 250 plus, it's a waste of wearing it.
I don't know. I'd have to disagree. I used the pants on my mage, and it definitely helps with survivability to have one piece of your best gear on. But that's each individual person's choice, as far as I'm concerned.
At the end of the day, this fight is completely doable with or without it. It just comes down to proper positioning and people avoiding abilities and interrupting abilities. That's all this fight comes down to.
Yeah, it's a mechanic fight. You can't pull aggro. You got to be in the right spot, and you got to interrupt stuff.
But I think we just handle the threat thing. We can handle this. We had the groups looking like they were all lined up all right. It was just that initial thing kind of screwed us.
We had pulled the whole cubby and then the aggro pull. Weird, and we actually recovered pretty good from that, I think. And then the aggro pull, and then it was just people were trying to reposition because everyone was in range of each other, and we lost too many people. It was just, I don't know.
So let's just try it again.
Yes.
Food Jack, jump on.
I'm going to move up. As long as we stay out of the center, we won't aggro, but I don't want anybody in that back.
Mentioned though, I just kind of did a look. I think the only thing that is really resistible from him would be the Frostbolt Volley.
Yeah, and it's either or. You don't partially.
Yeah, the way it was explained to me was like it slightly increases your chance that you resist it, but if you don't resist it, you still take full damage.
Okay.
Yeah. Thought I clicked.
Alright, everybody's ready. To the center. Oh, wait, 4.
Yeah, we're already in. Go.
Everybody in the center.
I got it. Used my freebie.
You can still drink.
Yeah, group 3 is missing fort as well. Thank you.
Just remember, we got to be a little more focused on this. Wow, phase 1 because
yeah,
stuff's gonna die slower, so it's gonna start getting hectic sooner.
South. Northeast.
West, Ebon.
Mark the banshees with skulls that might help people.
His directional calling has been pretty good.
Southeast. West. Northwest. Southeast. Northeast. South. Northwest. South. West.
KT coming in 30.
Northeast.
Scream your dying breath.
There's one final one, northwest. Oh, and there's one southeast.
Yeah, range try and spread out the best you can.
Can you go a little bit to your right, Bujek? Thanks, man. Thanks, man.
I'm mind controlled.
It's on Trothex. You'll Trothex.
Kesha's dead.
He's dead.
Coming.
Spell Celadon, please. Never mind.
Ice Tomb soon.
Move, bro.
Yep.
Drop ignite, drop ignite.
Frost blast soon. Frost blast soon.
Yeah, Morty. Yeah.
Togo mind controlled.
Yeah, Rokus too.
Heal Rogash.
We get a fear in the front.
Dispel go. Okay.
Ice Tomb. Hit him. Stop everybody off.
It's on me. Oh no.
And shamans are fucking awesome with that interrupt because my cooldown is so short. I was getting literally every other one.
There will be no escape.
It's gonna be like
I'm smiting people.
Trying to hurt him, he's ignoring me. Die!
The dark
So good job on tomb healing for the most part, I think. I moved over to group 3 position, so if you see me, even though I'm in group 6, yeah, I'm there on purpose.
We have
seems
screwed
pretty
somebody.
good.
I got feared into some of the range, and then I got tombed on top of somebody.
Yeah, I saw Valyria kill quite a few people because
Yep.
he was never CC'd in any way.
He basically soloed me.
How does that make you feel?
Not
Do
great.
we have any resers with a pop?
My soulstone wore off during the fight.
Just run back.
Yeah,
Okay,
there's
well,
no.
I'll run back then. Yeah, I mean, we don't want to use an Ankh, but if we had a soulstone up, that would have been nice.
So one of the frostbolts killed me.
Killed me too.
We are doing better on frostbolts.
Dude, they're doing interrupts. I'm just fucking fast. I mean, it's so easy for the shaman because it's like it's almost at the end there. I wasn't really focused so much on it at the beginning, but at the end, like it's kind of almost natural. It's just like almost as soon as the shot comes off cooldown, he's casting it again. So it's just like it was a I don't know.
I'll say shaman, right, for interrupt.
I don't think a whole lot of raid cores have elemental shaman, so that's probably why it's not like a widely thing used strat. And a lot of resto shaman, unless they're really, I don't know. Sometimes it's difficult to also interrupt while you're spamming chain heal, you know. But yeah, I mean, it like almost lines up perfectly with my interrupt cycle.
I mean, I'm able to interrupt pretty much every time.
Look at Browntown too. Me and Browntown have 10 between us. Morty got 3 while healing. I'll let me get is the real star though with 6.
Could we do a pretend stage 1 to stage 2 in this room and take a look at the positioning and see if we want to tweak stuff?
What in particular are you concerned about?
I'm not sure I'm in the right spot because like the healer that should have been in back of me was like within range of me like a third of the time. And I was also almost in range of the melee off and on. And Justin, I'm not
So,
spot.
in your group, you are the shaman, and there aren't any melees. So, you will be the closest to the melee. You should be just 10 yards out from the melee, and then everybody else has to back up from you.
Agreed. And I was 10 yards from the melee. And I knew that because I would every once in a while move forward a little and find I was near melee.
Then you were in the right spot, as long as you were on the right spoke on the wheel.
I also got to remember too, there's extra room in group, in the slices for 3, 4, and 5. So if you need to, if you're looking for a spot that you just can't find nowhere, those 3 groups are going to be tight in the center. So there's going to be extra room in those pie spices.
I'm taking the group 3 spot already, Rainer. Because we had too many tomb healers on one side and not enough on the other, so I'm over in the group 3 spot. So 4 and 5, yeah, it's still open.
We're not taking up 3 people's places, though.
No, that's true. And that freed up some room in my all-caster group 6, so they're not as crowded.
Yeah, I don't want 2 rogues in the same group because y'all are spread out between the 3 groups. In case one group gets tombed, there's 3 interrupts, on 3 different sides of the boss.
Soulstones are back up. Do you want the druids soulstoned?
Yeah, it's fine.
I don't believe shadow pots are useful for this. The shadow damage comes from that thing on the ground, and it is so bad you can't take a tick, and a pot's not going to save you anyway.
The frost pots are helpful because you can eat the tomb damage, you can eat the frostbolt volley damage. I'm pre-potting frost and I'm using them on cooldown to stay alive. You don't have to, but it's that the frost pots will definitely help you survive this fight a lot more.
Ranged in particular can also bandage every now and then.
Yeah, I've been using bandages on cooldown to help out.
Same.
Yeah, pretty much same.
Teacher's pet right there.
Serenius is missing Fort and Spirit. Group 3 is missing Int. They've got 30s. Alright, let's do a ready check.
Did you wake him?
No, I'm sorry. I will.
All your fault.
Can't lick KT until he's pulled.
Everybody move forward, please.
This is true.
His tongue might get stuck like a frost.
Don't go to yet. Everybody move forward, please.
Veg.
Sad. Alright, let's go soon.
Minions, servants, soldiers of the cold dark, obey the call of Kel-Thuzad.
South.
No key.
East.
Darkcasters, you're gonna die.
What happened to Miss?
Got lucky there.
He stepped outside the circle.
West.
Get a battle res on this element, please.
Southeast. West. Northeast. Southwest. Northwest.
We got extras northeast.
Jesus.
Regular.
East. Southwest.
Melee blow cooldowns, we don't need them to 40%. Let's burn this.
Yeah, casters should do the same, to be honest.
You need to get this before he spawns.
Yeah, he's spawning soon.
Warriors blow fear, so you
A
don't.
couple of
use
skellies getting close. Yeah.
Shield me.
Blow your fear, so you don't use it when you get mind controlled. Every warrior blow fear.
Shield go. What the?
What the hell?
Yeah. Oh, parry all my attacks.
Again, everyone make sure you're 10 yards apart.
Mind controlled.
Guys.
So DPS needs to understand if there's not another off tank behind Gogu, and he's mind controlled, you're gonna die. So if that's the case, you need to stop DPS until off tank catches up. And we're tanking bombs, so you got to be careful. You got to give us time.
Yeah, on mind control, there should be a DPS stop. Everybody should stop. DPS.
Even before, if the off tanks aren't close because we've been taking bombs the last few seconds, then DPS needs to understand they need to wait for us to catch up, or at least get close.
Well, it's a DPS threat dump. So
I don't think
It is. It's a dump.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, when people see MC go out, everybody needs to stop until a tank has it. If you're a warrior and it's on you, just sit there with the shield on until the tank picks it up.
we get an extra full room that time.
We got all the skeletons.
So we gotta be careful. You gotta be careful with your multi shots. Gotta be careful with your targeting. No AoE abilities at all near the alcoves.
We also had a skeleton reach the circle before even that happens.
Did you see that, Sil?
Yeah.
I didn't get to die in it. Not cool.
The hell?
Yeah, that's what happens when the fight's still going on.
So my sadness moment was when like 4 melee got frost tombed all at once, out of range of me. Ah!
Is everyone dead? Is it safe to go in?
Nope, not yet.
No, he won't kill me. I was almost dead and then he mind controlled.
The mind control dropped while he was taking out totems.
Looks like it's good now.
Am I correct that you're supposed to go back to your spot when you get like mind controlled or have to, get moved to avoid someone else?
Correct.
Definitely.
I would perhaps pay attention to DBM for frost tomb timers because, try not to run through people just when it's about to come out, if you can. But then head over there post haste.
Stack on them or to try to move off?
You should always keep range 10, especially if you're trying to move somewhere.
So I would say step 1, if you're mind controlled and you come quickly, try to maintain range 10 again. In case you come out of it in the middle of a bunch of people.
Thanks, man.
Oh fuck! What happened?
Auto run.
Jesus.
Oh my god!
I
Really?
used all my consumes just now too.
Well, we're probably leaving combat.
Yeah, I wouldn't bother her thing.
Yeah, you can run away, I guess. Get out of it. Anyway, Shannon, so say you come out of a mind control and you're in the middle of a bunch of people and you're not in your spot. Step 1, get away from those bunch of people, find as clear a spot as you can, right? In other words, probably run out toward the edge, right? And step 2, get back into your position. But number 1 prio is making sure that if a tomb comes out, it doesn't hit you and tomb 4 other people at the same time. So that's the most important. Then get back to your spot.
Thank you.
Wow.
Good job.
I stopped and I thought I stopped and looked away because I had crap going on around me, and I look back and I'm dead.
Just you.
So is everybody else.
Not just you.
God damn it! I'm sorry, guys.
Shit happens. Oh, thank you. I like this person.
Yeah, if I'm ever on auto run, or actually, if I'm just AFKing from a computer, I just always face a wall. So if somehow I do start running,
Yeah, obviously it wasn't intentional. I didn't even know I was running. I thought I was stopped and looked away.
now everyone's going to be sitting outside of it. Like, okay, I'll just wait until everyone's buffed already.
Hey, Rainer's done it, but it was our kid, so it happens.
Beat them, right?
Wow.
He got yelled at in front of everybody.
You actually have a healer.
No. That's a no-no.
Yeah, but why?
His brain forgot to.
I didn't get a chance to.
I wonder, do you think by now most building tails are up to date or what?
No.
Not most, because there's a lot of ones, but a lot have.
Yes.
Like, I'm wondering, as more raids press Q goes, shit will get more expensive. I'm wondering if it would ever taper off.
What are you thinking about the chain scraps?
Think about dream foil, chain scraps, everything that raider needs.
Usually you start one-shotting after a while, and so you're using less consumables.
Same as we're doing now on, for horsemen. Even Saf is not burning the same amount of consume, so once you get it down on at least semi-farm, it gets much cheaper.
And then when Burning Crusades comes out, all this stuff's junk.
Can we get a bot drop, please?
You also don't know how soon
I can
people
do
are
one in
going
the
to start
back
getting
over
bored
here.
with this.
I got this.
Okay.
We're back.
They are already doing next GDK ping
Repair on diamond, please.
in at least 6 groups.
Bot down, repair, please.
It's on diamond, the repair bot. Purple diamond.
Should lick the repair bot.
If it's not a Jeeves, I'm not gonna do it.
Is Jeeves next? When is
That was
Jeeves?
Wrath.
I love my Jeeves. I still use my Jeeves all the time, even in Shadowlands.
Yeah, it was Wrath because that was when they started doing all the toys and other gimmicky items too.
Okay, let's check
focus on-
buffs. Looks like priest buffs are good. So, man, are we gonna keep doing non-buffed attempts until we get our mechanics pretty comfy?
What? No buffs?
Unbuff.
I mean, world buffs, not consumes. I'm talking about using consumes.
If we can get the mechanics down right, then we'll do like we did yesterday and go get, or last few times we'll go get Ani if we can and ZG, and I don't think we're gonna get a Rend. I think Rend went out early today.
Yeah, cool.
I have a Rend on my druid if nobody else wants it.
Satorin, are you ready?
But Ani.
I didn't say no consumes, Kia. I said no buffs. Meaning world buffs, though. I wasn't clear.
Yeah, I'm full consuming every pull. I mean, this is the last boss in the damn game. I brought 2 flasks today just so I can use one for the last hour.
Me too.
Everybody move forward.
Did you guys get any good shit from AQ yesterday?
Let's focus,
Focus.
on this, please.
All right, to the center. Let's go, Coltel.
Soldiers of the cold dark, obey the call of Kel'Thuzad.
Northwest. Northeast. Southwest. South. Southwest. West. Northwest. Southwest. South. Southwest. West.
Melee blow cooldowns. Warriors blow fear. All warriors blow fear.
Harry's inside.
Casters should use cooldowns as well.
Shield me.
Range 10.
That Cation rogue be on top of threat.
No, it's a threat reset.
I might
Stop
cut off.
DPS. Cash has it.
Make sure range 10 for Ice Tomb.
Dispel Gogo.
Frost Blast soon, make sure you're range 10.
It's on me. I might cut off. Dispel me. Okay.
Choose the melee. Switch in here.
Take that.
That was a frostbolt that killed me again, by the way.
Mind control again. He's laughing. Motherfucker.
Burn all that mana.
Alright, spark it up, run back.
Yeah, the issue I have is when we get 4 people tombed on one side of the room, we consistently lose people. I'm not sure what to say on that, except for if you are a healer and you're on a side of a room and a shit ton of tombs come down, even if you're not officially assigned as a Frost Tomb healer, throw something on them if you can.
I actually did try to that last time, but I was like, I had just been mind controlled, and I just came out of mind control, and I was like probably a tenth of a second from saving one of them.
Yeah. It's easiest if you have an instant heal, like priests. Even throwing rune real fast can help as long as other people are also throwing single targets. But it's in particular when the melee gets hit, because then it's always multiple at once, and they're over on one side where some of the Frost Tomb healers can't even reach them.
It might be worth trying like putting a priest in those groups, and then having a priest just prayer of healing, and then if they're all together, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we kind of like tweak the groups as best as possible for other considerations as well, and have the priests spread out so that there's ones on each side. I don't think we can really trade the groups. Plus, prayer of healing is pretty goddamn expensive, and it's slow.
You guys lag.
Tupa Warlocks, don't be afraid to life tap until you're full. Like, I got way too much mana during phase 1.
Yeah, like if you speed and come close.
That's it.
Light well.
Oh my god. Yeah, right. Like, all you people are gonna stop doing what you do and click a. Oh yeah, right. Sure.
Yeah, Lightwell wouldn't work for that, I don't think.
Honestly,
No.
it's no different than bandaging.
It's a IPS
They're
joke.
just trolling her. She's just for years.
We had a.
Lightwell.
Yeah, we had a bunch of real hotshot theory crafters at the beginning start trying to tell me about specs of Lightwell, and then I explained it, and I explained it.
Look at
and
this
and then
guy.
I started getting irritable, and now I get enraged. So they have fun trolling.
For Lothar,
Don't
I
do this
guess
at
it
home.
could be useful, but
Look, let's just not even go over this again.
You're on the shit list. You're on the shit list.
Let's
Welcome to the guild.
get rebuffed quick and get another try in on this. Let's fine tune what we need to fine tune, and focus up. We can get him today. We just need to tighten it up a little bit.
25 kilograms, which is
When the MC
well over the max
targets come out,
that
everyone
that
needs
Land
to
Rover
stop
rated
because
us at.
that means you
This
might
was
as well
rated for
try to CC stuff.
1,325 pounds, or 600
Yeah.
kilograms. I'd be a little more careful. Wasn't worried about that, but now you know it can lift an extra.
Yeah, what Rainer said there, Shaman in particular, again, the rough spot is being when a melee group gets tombed, because it's a whole bunch of people. That's a perfect opportunity. Man, hit a chain heal, you'll be a hero.
Need a fort on Zoltorian.
I just hit him.
Yeah, I mean, you can't DPS during that time until the tanks get it under control. So if you got some form of CC, do it. Blind Fear, Sheep, Frost Trap, Scatter Shot. I think most everybody's using their interrupts for the boss, Valentina, but yeah. Everybody's ready. Move forward. Don't go to the center. Move forward, everybody. Move forward. Alright, to the center.
Is Frost Totem useful during phase 1?
Not phase 1, no.
Front stroke is
2,000 pounds on that rear axle with one that's going to fall out. It's gonna, yep. As you can see, we
did. And just shy. It normally takes a 1-ton pickup truck to handle. And it handled it just fine. So we did 18. It was kind of a dog with 2,000 pounds in it.
Southwest.